Hi everyone, I'm Bricelli. I suddenly realized why we feel like we want to do many things, but actually don't want to do them at all. Every time we force ourselves to commit to something, like giving up our phones or doing what we think we must do, we feel powerless, we procrastinate, we avoid, we seem to resist it all as much as possible. For example, working hard for good grades, striving for a top school for vanity and so-called status. You finally make up your mind to achieve all of this, but deep down, you seem to resist. It's like there's a voice screaming inside you. I want to ask, have you ever thought about why you should do all of these things? Have you really considered if the things people tell you to do are truly what you should be doing? Have you thought about whether the advice they give you is actually valuable and useful? Or is it just arrogant people preaching their own beliefs? They tell you to study hard, get good grades, and obtain a good degree to get a good job and live a good life. But look around you, and those who graduated from so-called top schools, are their lives what you expected? Is that the happiness you think you should have? Did they really achieve great wealth and happiness because of their great degrees? Did they really? Think carefully. From what I see, it's not like that. I've seen many adults who graduated from schools that many strive to get into. They don't seem to have happy lives just because of their high degrees. What I see is that they might be forced to accept society's expectations, becoming tools to satisfy society's desires without ever thinking about what they truly want. But if you want to weave a colorful and beautiful destiny that belongs to you, then you shouldn't follow answers that aren't yours. For instance, you can't pursue something just because everyone thinks it's good and it shows off your status, or imitate someone successful by copying their answers. Doing so will get you things that don't belong to you. Meaning, at the end of your destiny's thread, there's a gift from the goddess. But since you didn't walk your own path, the gift at the end isn't what you want. You put in so much effort copying others' answers, only to end up disliking what you want, and not even being able to open that box. Isn't that laughable? So, what about you? Have you thought about what you'll get if you keep ignoring your inner voice, blocking out your true desires, and following the path society has laid out for you? Have you considered what you gain if you continue doing things the way everyone else does? If you follow a mainstream method, what will you end up with? If you are using the same method as everyone else to grow a tree, how can you expect to grow something you truly want, something different from what everyone else wants? If you're following mainstream methods, studying hard because society says it's important, working hard because society says it's important, finding a partner and having kids because society says it's important, what will you end up with? A life dictated by others' expectations, without pursuing what your heart truly wants, without achieving your dreams? You end up dying with the set expectations of others. And if you're doing the same things as everyone else, thinking the same thoughts, how can you expect to have a different outcome and get different results? What makes you think you can naively achieve all that? If you follow everyone else, obediently working, obediently studying, being a well-behaved child, what makes you think you can get anything other than the life of a well-behaved child, working a 9 to 5, sleeping, working, sleeping? I'm not saying this is bad, it's just not what most people desire. Deep down, you have higher pursuits. You have something you truly desire, something you want to reach for. That's why you feel like you can master the motivation to do certain things, because you don't even know while you're doing it. Have you thought about how it would feel if you asked a child to run 20 laps around a track without telling them why? You don't even know why yourself, but you see other students doing it, so you think, oh, they should too. But you actually don't know why. You don't know the meaning behind it. You really don't know. When you command a child to do this, do you think they're happy? Do you think they won't want to break this strange cycle and seek what they truly want? Do you think they would truly submit to you and willingly to do things they don't actually want to do? Actually, they don't want to, and they won't, because they help you get what belongs to you. They help you to find your own happiness and create your own gifts. They want you to listen to your inner voice and weave a bracelet in your own true colors. They want you to be well. They hope you can be yourself. So now, can you hear your inner voice? You can ask yourself, what do I like? What activities make me feel immersed and good? What do I want? What I long for? What kind of life experience do I hope to get? In my future life, what feelings do I hope to have? Happiness, joy, freedom? If I continue doing what I'm doing now, what kind of life will I have? Is that really what I hope for? With my current approach, following the crowd, will I achieve the future I want? Or will I end up with a life I don't want at all? What is the actual results I will face after doing this? Are you ready to face your inner voice and create a life that belongs to you? What I want to say today is that when you're about to do something but feel unwilling, think carefully before you force, plan, or make yourself execute an action. Have you told yourself why you're making the effort? If you don't know whether the results of doing something is what you want, then even if you force yourself, you won't be truly willing to devote yourself to do it. If you don't know the significance of doing something, then when you ask yourself to do it, of course, you will be unwilling. No one will accept a meaningless comment, okay? So before asking yourself to do something, you should first measure the real outcome of doing it and whether you want it. You can refer to those around you who have made the same choices. If not, then you should assess whether you truly need to invest so much energy into it. Naturally, you won't force yourself to spend a lot of time pursuing things you don't really want. And you won't feel unwilling because you're going against your heart. Because your heart actually understands you better than you do. It knows what you truly want, what you truly long for. It knows the future you truly want to live. And it knows the reasons you tell yourself to blindly do things are nonsense because you haven't thought it through. Break through the pocket traps society has set for you. Only by stepping out can you get a life that truly belongs to you. At the end of the thread, get the gifts you want. I'm Briseline. See you next time. If this was helpful, don't forget to subscribe and like. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.